All right, baby. Welcome back to another N85 podcast. We're coming at you again. Another Monday. The lads. It is Young Daddy Z, a.k.a. AZ. And to my motherfucking right, he's usually on my left, Austin FC. You know him. And to my left, we got Young Daddy Des. Back at it again from the illness, her terminal illness.
I know. I was dying.
Yeah. All right, listen, lads. I had a predicament this week, and it had to do with my good friend Naomi. By the time you hear this, hopefully, I hope that I feel fucking weird doing like saying information and shit. Okay. So I'm gonna get the clearance on this shit later. So if not, then I guess I'll cut this. But so she's getting proposed to today. Actually, fucking cool. Shout out to her, bro.
Grown up things.
I know, right, dude? Congrats. We're at that age where shit is just moving.
People getting proposed to, and I'm just sitting here in bed like, oh, I love that for you guys.
It's 1 in the afternoon, bro.
My eyes.
Yeah, bro. Like, people are in all kinds of different stages in life, bro. Like, people getting married, proposed to. Some people are just chilling, like, no job. Like, it's just, people are.
I was like, why can it be like that, bro?
Wait a minute.
Don't describe me like that, bro.
So, yeah, she's getting proposed to today after this. And it's been one hell of a headache, bro. Naomi, if you're listening to this, just know that you're a fucking headache and a half, bro. With all love and respect.
Right. By headache, we mean high maintenance. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Keep your standards high.
Nah, bro.
You better say yes.
You better apologize right now.
Like, I hope this podcast, like, ages well. You know what I mean? Because what if...
what if she says, no, I'm not ready, bro, after a whole kid and everything?
Stop. What if she just hits him with the, putting the gun out? No.
So, we were tasked, right? Me and my girlfriend, Jackie. We were tasked with task of getting her ready and getting her the fuck out the house, right? So first things first, it was get her nails done. Because obviously, right, apparently.
Yeah.
Like,
she's going to have to take the hand pics.
Yeah, women got to get their nails done and shit when they get proposed to, right? Who would have thought?
Can't have my, fucking claws out.
Your talons out, just chilling. I know. And then so it was a whole process, like, with timing and shit. Because, she has a whole kid. So we were trying to get her out, to get that done, but she just kept making not excuses, but I can't at this time. Can you do this time? And obviously we have a life too, right? So we're like, oh damn, we can't at this time. Utter shit show. And well, first of all, before all this, right, I had to help her man plan it. Like, you have to have something special, right? You can't just, I guess you can
take her to the Cheesecake Factory
and just, just get down on one knee, right, and just say hey, no, he wanted to plan it, so we had to do that, right? We had to plan the date, the time, everything. It was just a whole fucking load, right? So when shit starts hitting the fan and she starts kind of making our life hard, then we all have to regroup and be like, okay, plan A didn't go according to plan.
Back to the whiteboard.
Yeah, back to the fucking whiteboard. What are we gonna do? How do we fix this? How do we improvise? And then we improvise some more. Boom, boom, boom. Now the hard part was what we got to do right now. Actually, what Jackie's about to go do is take her out the crib. You know what I'm saying? So it was
keep her busy.
It was a problem in that, so she has to be ready. She has to come dressed, and she has to be in full makeup and out the house. So how do we get those 3 things to happen without her noticing, right? Because obviously she can't notice, right? So what we came up with was okay, well, the first plan, right, was okay, let's say that we're going to go to a fancy dinner. And so you guys go get your nails done first, and then after that we'll go to the fancy dinner or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then we're like, well, that looks kind of sus. Why? She's not gonna want to go dressed and shit to get her nails done, fully fucking glammed up and shit like that. It just looks kind of weird. So then that kind of went to shit. So then I came up with a brilliant plan, of course, as always. That I was like, okay, get your nails done the day before, right? Somehow, some way, because they always get their nails done together, so it wasn't very fucking whatever. And then the day of, I'll just say that I have something planned for Jackie. So I told Carlos, her man, to tell Naomi to take Jackie out.
Yeah.
So we disguised it as something that I was gonna do. I think she's damn near thinking that I'm gonna propose. I think that's literally what she's thinking right now. So I disguised it as a thing that I'm doing, which is pretty fucking genius, right? Because shit does look sus whenever You know, it's random.
Right.
It's random. Yeah.
You're like, you guys aren't this nice to me
Yeah,
on a regular
exactly.
basis. What
so
the fuck is
nice.
going on?
Right.
Exactly, right?
You think she's suspicious?
She's
be
pretty fucking
suspicious.
smart, bro. I would be
Don't be
surprised if she doesn't know by now, honestly.
Yeah, she is really smart.
She's very smart. She's very intellectual. She's very like detective-esque and
Okay.
shit like
Yeah.
that. I'm like that too, and I'll get into that after this.
She reads people a little too well. She'll just stare at you for a while.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
stop.
Yeah, she's hyper analyzing. So, yeah, so we came up with a plan, right? So she's about to go take her out. I told them to tell her, like, okay, y'all are gonna go to dinner, and then after I have something planned for y'all. But y'all have to go to that dinner fully like dressed nice, fully makeup, everything, because what we're doing after is gonna be something nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like I didn't tell like anybody. I didn't even tell like her man. You know what I'm saying? It's a surprise for everybody type shit. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm masking it as something that's me and shit. So it's been working so far, and until right now we made it work and shit like that. So that's what they're about to go do. It's been a headache and a half, bro. Like planning shit like this. I always hated planning surprises, bro. I don't know about you guys. Planning surprises is not my forte, and also my least forte out of that is getting surprised, bro. I cannot get surprised. I was just telling Austin off the podcast that surprises and me do not get along. I have a problem of hyper analyzing shit.
Yeah.
So when I feel like I'm gonna get surprised, I start doing my detective work, bro. So I can find out if I am getting surprised. And I kind of ruined the surprise for me. But it's because I hate getting surprised, bro. I do not like it. I can't. I don't know why. Like, it's a good feeling. I think everybody wants to be surprised at some point in their life.
Yeah.
Like just the thought of like, damn, my friends or
They
my
thought about
significant-
me.
Yeah, right. They thought about me enough to like plan a surprise for me. But I just hate like, I don't know. Maybe it might be like an imposter syndrome where I just feel like, damn, y'all really went out your way to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
kind of ruined the surprise for me type shit.
Or just anxiety kind of thing. I can't.
Yeah.
Usually the one time I was going to get surprised, my brother was going to throw a party for me.
Mm-hmm.
But they were cleaning the garage. Like when I lived with my parents, they were cleaning the garage. And my mom was getting upset. She's like, can you help us clean? I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then they literally said it in front of me. They're like, yeah, we're throwing you a party this weekend.
Oh.
And then they looked at me. They're like, you didn't know? I was like, I was like, was I supposed to know? And then they're like, oh, well, we're throwing you a party. I was like, oh,
fuck no.
okay.
For me, one of the most infamous times for myself was that I think it was freshman year, I think so, right? I had a girlfriend that I just made my girlfriend in October, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had made her my girlfriend in October, and it's December, right? It's Christmas time. Christmas time was pulling up. So then, like, she was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get you something nice. Like, what do you want? And shit like that. So I throw out, like, a range. I always throw out, like, a range. So, like, the cheap shit, and then, like, I'll throw out, like, a random, like, expensive gift, like, just for fun. Just a funsies, right? You know what I'm saying? I was saying, like, oh, yeah, some shoes would be nice, some clothes. I threw in, I would love a PS4. Because my PS4 broke. Type shit. It's not working, right? Just a Hail Mary. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I did not think that I'd get it, right? And then, so apparently that girl was, like, asking my friends, like, yo, like, do you think I should get him a PS4 and shit? And so, I kind of saw, like, that she was, like, doing that. And I was like,
you don't really
what's
talk to
going
them.
on? Yeah, what's going on right now?
Y'all not
So,
cool.
I went up to one of them. I forgot who it was. I think it was Joseph. Shout out Joseph, bro, for ruining my surprise. I went up to him. I was like, yo, bro, be honest with me. Like, do I have to step it up for what she's getting me? He's like, you need to step it the fuck up, bro. I was like, is she getting me a PS4, bro? He was like, like, I was like, fuck. I was like, bro, I don't have the funds, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking.
Did you step it up or no?
No, I didn't.
Bro.
I think I spent like $150 worth of like clothes and shit.
That's
like,
so good.
Yeah, it was straight.
I think it's so good.
Like I saved up money like for that. Like I went to work on the weekends just so I can, for real, bro. So yeah, right. So whenever I ruin one of my surprises, I still have to act surprised, bro. And that's the thing. You can't like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to fake it. So I remember we went to old dude's house that we talked about in the other podcast, right?
Okay.
Him that we should not talk about anymore. We went to his house, right? It was like kind of like a friend shit. I don't know. But we all brought our gifts to give, like, maybe to each other or something like that. And she brought that gift, right? And she's like, open it.
So, look at you dead in your eyes. Open it right now.
So she had asked me leading up to that day. She was like, do you know I was like, no, fuck no, bro. Why would I
Yeah,
know,
he's like
bro?
dumb. Like, no, what? What
Oh,
you
it's
talking
actually
about?
so stupid, bro.
Uh-huh.
Nah, hell no, I don't know. And then when it came to that moment, I knew, like, my heart was pounding. I was like, dude, there's a fucking PS4 in there. It was like the box.
It was a
like,
box, right?
It was the box.
Yeah.
It was the big box. I was like, holy shit, there's a PS4 in there. I was like shaking and everything. And then I was like, fuck. And then
It's not underwear.
yeah, in my head, I was like, fuck, how am I gonna
Not
react to
socks.
this? I had been planning this whole time. I was like, how am I gonna react to this? Like, I have to act like, oh. So I cut that bitch open. Like I cut the wrapping. Literally, it says right there, PlayStation 4, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my god, like,
my God.
dude. So like, people were recording.
It's the slim. It's gonna be
Bruh. People were recording and shit. And like,
They were.
yeah,
Oh,
and like, oh,
no.
I was like, oh my god, dude, I love, what the fuck? This is crazy, like, bruh. And so when
you gotta grab your head real quick.
dude, like one of those thumbnails, like the, you know what I'm saying? And then like looking back at the video, I looked back at it and I was like, bro, my acting was shit, bro. I don't know how she
really?
didn't know that I knew already, but my acting was
how'd it
so
go?
bad, bro. What do you mean, how'd it go?
The reaction.
Oh, it was bad. Like, I was just like, oh my god, like, dude, you're fucking crazy. Like, you know what
You're
I'm
like,
saying?
dabbed her up.
Fucking- No, oh, dude, you know what the cringiest part? Like, it actually makes me hot right now. Like, thinking about this.
Okay.
I was like, this is not a PS4. I was like, what if I drop it right now? She's like, no. Like, I was just,
wait.
Wait.
like, I was just trying to like play it off so much.
I
that
lost
didn't
the
know.
receipt. Don't do that.
For real.
There's
and-
no protection plan on it. Stop.
Yeah, so like that I ended up getting a PS4, and then I think she was underwhelmed about my clothes that I got her, but it is what it is. I got a PS4 out of it. I know people were like criticizing her in school, so like obviously they like people posted it like on Snapchat, Instagram, whatever.
Like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
Like,
we were together
'cause-
2 months, bro. She
right.
got me a whole PS4.
That is
bro.
crazy.
Like, and those times the
But
PS4
maybe she
was
had it like
fucking-
that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she
Yeah.
had that guap like that.
Nah, she didn't, bro.
Oh,
Because
shit, damn.
after that, she never got me something as cool ever again, bro.
Oh,
Bro, she
like
said
that.
that was a one-time deal.
No, for us, she
One
hyped me
time.
up. But I was like, damn, I'm about to get some good presents. Fuck,
Well,
no.
Jennifer-
That's kind of why I don't like to do that. Cause
What?
like
Get
'cause then,
gifts? Get
like,
nice gifts?
give like nice gifts to somebody, cause then they're like
The bar is
expectation-
set.
Yeah.
The bar
So
is
if
set.
I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I just do something, like they're just gonna expect something more
Yeah.
out of that.
Whatchamacallit? Jenny is actually really good at surprising me with my gifts. Like, I'll ask them, like, what is it? She'll be like, you're not going to know. So she is good about that. Like,
Do you throw out hints and shit? Like, do you ask her, like, yo, can you throw me a hint?
she reads me way too well. So I can't even tell her, like,
Dude,
oh, it's
I
this.
know
You know what I mean?
that.
She looks at me up and down. And she's like, like when we're watching movies, like if I even give like the slightest hint of the plot, she figures it out.
Yeah.
So I stopped telling her like certain
Stop
stuff.
talking, yep.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm bad at giving, like, a hint. Like, I feel like if I give a hint, I think that I feel like they're going to fucking
I'm
find out.
decent enough. I've gotten her like a decent amount of stuff. I usually cave really fast and just give it to her early. So I'm like, I can't take it no more.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I try to, like, get some hints so I can, like. So would y'all rather, okay, this is the thing. Would y'all rather ask, I think I've asked this before, but would you rather ask, like, tell them exactly what you want and have them give you exactly what you want? Or would you rather not tell them anything and then they, like, give you something that they think you want? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit, we fixed this issue with our like friend group and stuff like that. Like me, her, and Kevin are doing like a Christmas wish list kind of thing. So instead of like trying to guess like, oh, would they like this or would they like that, everybody puts in like 1 to 5 things that you want, and you won't know who's gonna get you what. So to stop kind of like, would they like it? Would they not? And stuff like that. So we kind of fixed that issue in terms of like, you're
That's
kind of
smart.
genuinely gonna expect what you're getting. That way,
Right.
like the anxiety of like, I don't know what to get them is like kind of done, which was really good because like when we
That's
did
kind of
that,
like a Secret Santa kind of vibe thing.
yeah, but you kind of like, are they gonna like it or not? Is the aspect that's taken out?
Yeah, like, you
and
know
there's
they're
like a
gonna
price
like it.
range for everything. Like
Yes.
same thing, like I put like trinkets and shit at the bottom, and then like like middle stuff, like maybe things for my car, and then like expensive stuff. But I only ever put like one expensive thing, and I
Yeah, me
never
too, bro.
pray. I
'Cause I
pray
would feel
nobody
bad
ever
if
does
they
it.
get, like, yeah, I know, bro. Like,
I'm like,
the
stop.
guilt. Yeah, and then, fuck, what was I going to say about that? Oh, yeah. Me personally, well, what about you?
I'm not big on gifts. Like I don't care. Like
Do you
if
get
you, like
gifts?
if you give me a gift, like I just like appreciate. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Like I don't care what you get me. Like I will be straight with anything. So I don't have to ask or anything. Like you give me like a pair of socks. I'm like, yo.
Your parents
Thank
still
you.
give you gifts or not?
They give me like clothes.
Money?
clothes. So maybe like a jacket. I'm like, all right, preach, bro. A little Nike jacket. Appreciate that, big dog.
That's what's up, bro.
Because back then I'd be like, I used to care. I'm like, yo, why am I getting clothes on my birthday, dog? I'm trying to get some video games.
Yeah.
Some fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
some
yeah.
bullshit. But now, I got the life update. And
I got the life update.
and
the
now,
fucking
like,
reality
yeah,
check.
the reality check. And now, like, I don't really care about gifts. So
That's what's up, bro.
that's just me.
For my past, like, 24th birthday, my parents, like, got me... They haven't got me a gift in a while. Not that I was, like, complaining about it. But,
It always hits you. It's like, oh, this is a year that's going to start like that? Like,
No, it was...
For me, it was this year, actually.
It is? Yeah.
No, it was, like... Because I usually ask my mom to, like, make food. And I'm like, that's enough. Like, because she, like, cleans the whole day and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, that's fine. I think it was, like, after, like, 15. I was like, yeah, I don't really care if I get anything or not. But this year, they were just, like... They, like, pulled me off to the side. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And they're like, oh, we were going to get you, like, a gold necklace. But we didn't know, like, if you were going to like it or not. So you're going to come with us tomorrow after work. And we're going to pick it out.
Oh, you got to pick out your own gift.
Yeah. And then I wasn't thinking much of it. And I literally go, and they're like, "Yeah, it's at Chain Company." I'm like, "The white people store?" I was like, "Wait." And we go in, and they got me this locket. And
That's what's up,
bro, I saw the price. I was about to cry. I was just like, Oh, it's like pretty short because I got to choose the pendant. Oh my god. Let me see.
Yeah.
You need your contacts. Wait,
Nice.
I can open it.
You still have the receipt?
I still have the receipt. It comes with the certificate and everything. And I was just like, I didn't know y'all got it like that. And they were just like, we're just really proud of you and all the things that you've done. Dude, I was about to fucking cry in my work clothes too. I look raggedy as fuck at Chain Company. Everybody was in like suits and shit.
Right, yeah.
I was like, I think that's when it hit me, where I was just like, damn, like my parents. I was like,
They love me.
That's what's up, bro.
I'm the
That's good.
favorite.
For me, this was that year that like the gifts officially stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my parents, like even friends, like I think you're literally the only person that got me a gift.
Really?
The only person
I had
that
a.
got me a gift.
I'm really sorry. I did it really late too.
Nah,
I
that's
had
cool.
to like. I was trying to plan around it so bad.
What, am I not enough? Let's go.
my
I am the
presence
gift.
not enough.
Am I not
Nah, yeah.
enough?
Is
What's
my
going on?
friendship not enough of a gift? Nah. Like you have to come to the realization that that's what's happening, and like you have to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I was always okay with that. I never cared about even like the birthday aspect of like your birthday. I didn't care about like the parties, the
same.
attention with it. Like it's whatever. You know, it is what it is. What comes with it is fun. Like if you get gifts, cool. If you don't, it's cool too, bro. But like this year, I was like, okay, like now, like it officially is like you're an adult, bro. Yeah. Because like even like I think last year I got like a good amount and shit, but like this year was like none, bro.
None.
But it's cool, like it's whatever, bro. But back to like the thing that I had asked earlier. That's what we did for like Christmas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We wrote down exactly like we told each other exactly what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So then like we could give like each other like, you know, more so like an idea of like what to get the other person and shit like that. And I personally prefer that. I know that people like to say like, you know, oh no, I like the effort that they put in, you know, to kind of guess.
The effort be crushing me.
But then I'm like, fuck, bro. Then I feel like I'm not giving you shit you like, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. I'd rather you just tell me what you want. And I'm like, dude, I get you exactly what you want. And then you're like, yes, like that. I don't know. For me, that feeling would probably be more satisfying in my head. But I don't know how y'all feel about that. Like that. Does that effort mean a lot more to y'all than the actual gift, or does the gift matter? Me personally, as shallow as it sounds, I prefer the gift, bro. I prefer the fucking
Give me that
gift,
fucking gift card right now.
I mean, yeah, I
For
guess
real.
it'd be nice to get what you asked for, right? Like if I'd asked for a nice new Nike, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'd probably do that. I probably like prefer to get what I want.
If it's something like on my birthday where it's like just any like random gift, I'm really appreciative of anything really, because I'm never really looking to get anything.
Right.
Usually whatever like I want, I typically can get in like a certain amount of time.
Oh, okay.
God, wait, chill.
Damn,
I remember the famous saying, Mr. Bid Dick.
wait.
Mr. Bid Dick.
That came out wrong.
Fuck, bro.
Whatever I want, I get it. Hey.
It's
And I pay extra. I ain't trying to wait for it.
It's kind of like if I like, it's just kind of like easier that way.
It is,
I don't wait like, oh, can someone get it for me, please? You know what I mean? I'd rather just get it myself.
I have a problem with not being able to spend money on myself, bro.
I don't have that problem at all.
Dude,
I have horrible impulse control.
Same.
Dude, not even like buying myself food. Like clearly, I haven't eaten today, bro. I cannot eat out, bro. Like
It's so easy, bro.
let me tell y'all this, dude.
It's
You
so
would
easy.
know
No, y'all
how this
wanna know
wallet
how-
explodes.
Y'all know how bad it is, bro. The other day, right? So, I have a card, like a prepaid card that my job gives me. Every time I go out of town, they give me a certain amount of money just for going out of town, like an extra whatever, right? So I still had some money left over in that card. So usually whenever I come back home, I use that for like just shit like gas for my car
Yeah.
or like some groceries, something, right? Because like I feel like that money's not really real. It's not really my account.
Yeah, it's free.
It's
free.
the Monopoly
like-
money.
That's literally what it is, right?
Store math free.
So I went to the fucking. I needed gas for my car. I don't really drive my car like that anymore since I got my work van. And but I went to the gas
Another
station.
Mr. Big Dick in the room.
I went to the gas station. After my haircut, I was going home, but I needed gas. My shit was blinking. I was like, bro, I'm not making it home, but I have to put
Ooh.
gas. So I stopped by, get gas. It doesn't have like or it doesn't have
A
a chip.
pin?
No, it has a chip. No, it doesn't have a chip. I don't know. It doesn't have the touch.
Yeah.
So you have to like swipe. It has a swipe thingy.
Mhm.
It's a
Yeah.
swipe card.
Yeah.
So like you have to put it in. And sometimes those swipe cards don't really work like that at those kind of like gas stations. So it wasn't working, bro. I was like, fuck. I kept trying over and over.
You
and
didn't
over.
go to Quick Trip.
It just
huh?
kept declining. It
You
just kept
didn't,
declining.
yeah.
I was like, fuck. So I'm like, I have to put gas, bro. So I had to use my actual bank account, the money that I have, like the real money.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I put like $4 in there just so I could get home, bro. Like
Oh,
one
wow.
fucking thing. But that $4 that I spent haunted me for the next
What?
2 days, bro.
You had a problem.
there's
It
no
Like-
haunted me for the next 2
It's a
days.
good
I'm like,
problem,
bro, fucking money, like real money. That's what it feels like. Real money was spent when I didn't have to. I had like $60 in my fucking other card. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was gonna go towards the gas. So, you know, I ended up
What?
I ended up having to go like when I got home to like the actual like cashier person and tell them, and it worked. But it's to this day I still think about those $4 that could have been in the bank
Hell
account,
no,
bro.
dude.
Nah, it's very easy.
My parents get upset with me how I spend
My
money
parents
sometimes.
don't know, and it's a good thing they don't know because
Dude,
they would get upset.
Hell yeah. Are you like the kind of person that's like, oh, I didn't buy my silly little treat today. Like I didn't spend anything on myself. I'm going crazy.
I do try to save. I try.
I
but
try
it's
too,
not-
but it
it's
I
happens.
not-
have to, bro.
I go shopping like once every 2 weeks. I buy something like a shirt.
I can't tell you the last
shoes,
time I went,
hat.
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, like, it hit me after a while because I'm just like, if I'm not really having fun, I was like, what the
What's-
fuck
what's
is this
the
money
point,
for?
right?
I was like,
What's
I
the
need
point?
something for myself, bro.
But
Whether
that's
it's
the point.
That's a good point. I was talking to Jackie's mom about this because I explained to her how I am. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, and then she was like, she said kind of the same thing. She was like, well, if you're not spending money, then what are you working? Like,
you're not
why are you
contributing
working?
to capitalism, what the fuck are you
Bruh.
doing?
Why are you working? You're not getting to enjoy it. But I was like, yeah, but then again, like if you have goals and shit, like you know, sometimes like you want to save up. I save up to buy one big like purchase. So it's like
Okay.
you save up to get a vacation. You save up to start a business. You save up to fucking get a house. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
all like that's how
Mhm.
I think. I have those kinds of plans. So like that's how I save and like I save aggressively. Like I try my best. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't always like
Good.
that.
Yeah.
Like I think like this started like this year honestly because a year
Oh.
ago, bro, we were out in the fucking bars like spending whatever, like
I'm still out there.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's just something that has to come to you naturally. Like one day you're gonna.
I get torn. Like there's like that part of me was like, you need to save, and I'm like, for what? I'm like, I don't know, and it's just like, oh, like like paranoia and be like, oh, you need this, and then the other part of me is just like, I'm so miserable. Haven't had stuff in a while. I need something or things like that. I did have a bad habit at one point. Well, that was also because I lived with my parents and stuff like that. I used to go out like every week to the mall and like grab like one or two things
That's
and
what I
things
would
like
do.
that. I unfortunately have no impulse control sometimes, actually.
Why is that? Like, what do you get? Like, what feeling do you get that makes that like work? You know what I'm saying? How do you
Mental illness.
justify? Oh, dude, strict feeling, bro. What feeling?
I don't
do you
know.
get?
It is. I guess it is also the thing of like, oh, I want to do something so nice for them, and I just don't know what. And sometimes I like, even though it is my money, like sometimes I'm just like, it would be so nice, and they're gonna like it so much.
Oh, you
And
like?
it
Oh, you
takes
spend money
over.
on others.
Yeah. Oh, so, well, for myself, it's a flip flop. Like if I'm just like, sometimes if we walk into the store and I find like 3 like really nice shirts, and I'm like, whoa, like this one and like a couple other ones, I'm like, fuck it. And I was like, we'll just go. Like, what else
Okay,
am
so
I
you're
gonna
like
do?
a bit more hesitant when
Yeah.
it comes to you.
And only a bit.
Only, yeah.
It really
Nah,
depends.
I really spoil myself like a lot, a little bit too much.
Only because I realized I had like way too many clothes, and I realized like I need to like clean out my closet. That's the only thing that's stopping me right now from buying more clothes. But like
I think for me, honestly, like is the regret factor.
I had no regrets.
Really?
No
None?
regrets.
Like you don't ever have regrets about shit that you buy, or like going out to eat. I think going out to eat is my
going
biggest
out to
regret.
eat. It's a flip flop. Like last night, I was telling him like I went to like a hot pot Korean barbecue place, and like it was okay, but to me it wasn't worth the price.
Yeah.
But I was like, what am I gonna do? Throw it back up and like be like
Return
here,
it.
sorry. It was like
So this is what I told Jackie's mom yesterday. I was like, what keeps me from doing that is like, for me, the way I think about it is I rather regret not buying something than to regret buying something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, fuck, bro, the money. Because like, if you regret not buying something, the money's still in your account. You're good. You're chilling. But if you regret buying something, your money's out of your account. You feel like shit.
Yeah.
And so it's like more piled on.
the
that
beauty
shit like
is
that.
mental illness is like I forget about it within like a week. So I'm like whatever.
Well, the thing is, I discovered this at a point. So I think everybody can relate to this because I'm assuming most people have been in this point at some point in their life. But like, I think whenever you get to a point where you're down bad, bro, like in money and shit like that, I've been in that place like quite a bit of times in my lifetime where you're so down bad in money, you're like, fuck, if I would have just not ate out that one time
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I would have been straight. If I just didn't buy that fucking shirt that I didn't need, if I didn't buy those shots that I didn't need, I'd be in a way better spot right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
having multiple times of those, like, has fucking, like, chiseled that shit in my brain where I'm like, all right, like, I can't have this no more, bro. And I told them, I was like, I think I had one that really scarred me, and I was like, all right, like, I won't do this shit again, but this sucks, dude. Like, being down bad is genuinely one of the worst feelings. Like, I think financial stress is probably the worst stress you could probably have, bro. Like, it's not good, bro. Every other stress is fine. You could deal with it, like, fucking relationship problems, cool. But money, like,
Right.
it doesn't come to like fucking Friday, bro. Like you can't unless you
Yeah.
sucking dick out here, bro. But like,
Whoa.
Whatchamacallit, I also think you have to like justify it in a way. It's just like, oh, I bought that shirt, but it's now one of my favorite shirts. I like it a lot. It fits me well and stuff like that. Oh, I regret eating out. It's just like, yeah, but I didn't have anything in the fridge that day, and I didn't have time to cook. I didn't have time to do this. Then you also have to see like the rationale in it instead of just being like so like upset about everything. It's easy to get upset. I get upset about everything and like pretty bad. But I think if you realize like maybe some reasons or motivations like behind that, like, oh, I spent like, let's say like $50 buying shots for everybody or something like that, like sour bombs or something like that. And I'm like, fuck, like I shouldn't have done that. But we had a good time. But I'll remember not to be as drunk and be like, everybody wants shots. You know what I mean? I think there's like a better way to look at it than just being like, fuck, I need to stop doing this. I need to stop doing that.
back then when I would go out with y'all, like that was my problem, like the buying the shots and shit like that. But I loved it. Like it actually brought like a good feeling to like me because I'm like, oh, I'm like my friends, bro. Like everybody's getting a shot, everybody's having a good time. Like that to me was worth it. I justified it with that. I was still kind of like this and that, like I didn't like buying other shit. Like I never liked eating out like that. Like buying clothes for myself, I haven't done that since I was like in high school and shit like that. But the shots, bro, like the going out and shit, bro, that always fucked it up so much. You don't realize how much like you actually spend until like you do the calculation. Not even the next day, bro. You do the calculations for like the end of the year. The end of the year, bro. Like I think in some banks, I don't know if you can check your bank, but like in some banks, it shows you
like how the monthly, like how much you spent here.
And what like section and shit like that, bro. My like entertainment was like fucking like half, bro. I was like, all right, I have a problem, bro. It has to stop, dude.
Yeah, like I'll buy shots, but like on occasion. and stuff like that. After that, I'm just kind of after a while, I was kind of like, let me slow up. Let me slow up hard and stuff like that. But I feel like you could view it in like a better light than being so hard on yourself. But I guess that's the stress of financial problems, though. It's like how easy you will be until you get paid.
I'd rather be hard on myself now than like I end up in that situation where I'm fucking broke and then I'm like, bro, this sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard to be hard on yourself. I like to treat myself.
I'm a soft boy.
I like to treat myself, but I did have to, put my foot down these last couple of weeks because I started a budget. Like I wrote down in my little journal.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Did a little boy math, and turns out I can only spend $200 on the weekends.
Oh my god! And how much have you been spending, bro?
Well, like
that's actually a lot, though.
Like I did like the way my income's set up, right? I did the math, and it's 20% of what I'm earning is my wants, which is what I want to do, like what to spend, and it's $202 to be exact. And usually that's pretty much how I'd be spending, like 250, 300, and it's mostly like on drinks, which is not good.
Yeah,
it's not like I don't buy drinks for myself. It's like I buy shots, a lot of shots, for strangers. Yeah, and it's hard to say no when you're drunk. Because you just don't care. Yeah. Like, because
you're saying no to yourself, bro.
And I just feel like I'm like, dude, I'm straight. Like, my bank account can survive it straight. But now, I checked the next day, I'm like, dude, no.
Well, I was talking to Jackie about that because in the last podcast, you were talking about, like, wanting to move out and shit. Like, But then, like, that goes back to that, bro. Once you get your fucking, like, responsibilities up, bro, then you'll find out, dude. I didn't, like, it all hit me at once I moved out. Cause like back then, like bro, I'd pay $200 to my dad, like while I was living with him, bro. That's fucking slight, you know what I'm saying? And you're making grown people money, like it's fine. I never had to like, I went a long time without having to ever check my bank account, without ever having to like, I'd be like, it's right, okay, fucking boom, send it to him, bro. I knew what auto pay was, bro. Like I never, you know what I'm saying?
My parents didn't trust auto pay. My parents don't trust it.
They don't? No. But it's cheaper that way, right?
And some things, like my phone bill is cheaper.
My phone bill, yeah. It's cheaper to do auto pay.
Yeah. My parents, they didn't stress me out. I felt like they could have prepared me better, but I had to figure out a lot by myself because when it came to bills and when I actually started working seriously, I was just like, what bills do I pay? What can I help you guys with? Can I see? And my dad got mad at me. My dad legit.
Damn,
like,
you tried his gangster for real.
No, I didn't mean it disrespectfully.
Maybe he felt that way, right? Like maybe it was kind of like a pride thing.
I don't know if it was. I didn't think it came off disrespectful, or maybe he was like overstressed about a bunch of shit and things like that. And it was like they were like he just got really upset with me. He's just like, you need to let us worry about it, and you're not like don't worry about it. It's like. Basically telling me to like stay out of the business and stuff like that. And I was just kind of like, I was upset for a while, and I was like, man, like what the, like I wasn't trying to do anything bad. I'm trying to learn how to do this like when I like get older. It sucked having like a bank account, like because you know how like you can have like not joint bank accounts, but they could look into mine because we all bank with the same people.
What the fuck?
That was a SunTrust thing.
They can see your
so
money?
They could SunTrust before, since I like made an account with SunTrust and they were like connected to it, they would just take out whatever they needed to pay the bills and would just take it like that. Not that they were stealing from me. Like of course my parents wouldn't do that, but I was kind of like always like on edge about like, well, how much are they gonna take? Like I don't know what it's going to.
It's not a fixed amount. It's like what they need.
Yeah. Okay. And so I was always like on my toes, and I was like, like, and not like it was like they never left me any money. They did. My parents got pretty upset when I started banking with like Chase.
Different one,
yeah. They felt like a slick like betrayal to them.
Right.
Like
right.
It also used to suck that we had joint bank accounts because like I said, like I would just like spend a shit ton of money and I don't like because I just wanted stuff.
Right. Wait, so you guys were all in the same bank account, or y'all all your bank accounts were separate but connected?
Separate but connected.
Oh, so you can see what theirs was.
Not really, because they were like the main account.
Oh, they were the
so you were under that. Also,
so only
you
them can see it.
Underage? Were you underage when you got it then? Because Jackie
yeah.
has that same thing.
Yeah, I was underage when I got it.
Okay, that's
and
exactly
stuff
right.
like that.
Oh, most banks have that. Chase has
And
that
so
too.
like my parents would come up to me like on a random weekend. And they're like, "Why'd you spend $150?"
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, and I would just turn around and be like, "What do you mean?" And like acting like they don't know, they can't see where I spent it.
What is sexyvalentino.com?
And I would there was
What is
one
this
point where I was just
vibrator?
like where I was like, "Oh, I can only I was like, if I take $100 out a week, I can physically see what I'm spending on, like silliness, like, oh, I want coffee, oh, I want a McDonald's, oh, I want this, I want that. I was like, I can physically see it go, and it makes me anxious. And then so I started taking out $100 a week, and they were just like, why are you doing that? Are you getting paid? Are you paying someone? Are you doing drugs? Are you doing drugs? And I was like, no. And that was weird in of itself, like had me reeling. And when I switched banks, like they got slick hurt about it. They're just like, oh, like you don't want us to see what you're doing, or you don't want to do this.
Fucking
and
true,
I was just
bro.
I was like, no, it's not that. I just fucking hate you. I was like,
I would never do that, bro. Like, even though
It's
my
not that I
bank, my
wanted
bank
to.
statements go to my parents' house, so he definitely sees like what the fuck.
it's not that I wanted to.
Right,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
it was like like circumstances and all that, and but I would say I'm the most financially stable out of all the kids.
Oh.
Like
Throwing shade to your siblings.
No, they're good. I mean,
It'd be like
my
that.
brother
I
could be
forgot.
more responsible. That's all I would say.
Okay,
He could be a bit more
leave him alone,
responsible.
right?
He'd probably have like hella shit together if he was just a bit more responsible in that aspect.
I mean, that's what we were talking about last podcast. You know, like your parents, what they pass down to you sometimes, like spending habits, like financial responsibility and shit like that. If they had poor financial like decisions and shit, they'll pass that same thing to you because you see that shit. You see them like they pay their bills and then whatever's left, they're like, okay, well we have XX left. Let's just go out to eat. Fuck it. You know what
I
I'm
love
saying? Blow it all. Exactly.
My siblings not mad at me. Well, they didn't get mad at me, but I bought my mom like a bunch of Coach stuff. And my for her birthday or for like Christmas or something. And my sister deadass looked at me. She's like, "You're making us look bad because we didn't get her anything that nice." We went to California and it was an outlet, so the thing was like discounted hella, but it was like a $400 bag. And I was just like, "Here, buy it." And I was like, "Buy it." She was like, "No, I feel bad," but it was the thing that compelled me to buy it was just I was like. No one really took care of my mom when she was younger. Like, didn't get to be like, yo, like, you want this? Get it. You know, like, whatever you want, you can have it. Ooh. Especially because she was telling me, because, like, she's like, yeah, all my other primas and stuff like that in Mexico had, like, a little book bag. And I was like, I don't care. Choose a bag, and I will buy it. And I don't care.
Birkin bag.
And she went around the store, and I kind of, like, she was like, no, like, don't buy it. I was like, no, we're getting this bag, and you're going to like it. Like, you're going to like whatever I get you.
Like it.
Khakis. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I bought her the bag, and she wears it every day. It's little stuff like that where I was just like, she likes it. She wears it every day.
I'm more of, like, the homemade type of guy. Like, because I can't. Like, back then when I didn't have money, I give my mom's, like, on her birthday, I give, like, a coupon book of like yo, hold on, wait, whoa.
Hey, mom, you need to learn how to save money.
No, not that. It's like a chore. Like, hey, I'll clean the dishes.
Yeah.
If you want a massage, I'll massage
labor.
you.
Yeah, labor.
Like shit like that. Like that's what I would
I'm
do.
sorry.
I was like, yo, what?
I was like saying 10% off of milk at Kroger. Learn how to save.
Damn, I'll take that gift right now.
Learn how to save, bitch. My fucking presents were light this year. Nah, what the fuck? No,
dude, along with
that,
what goes along with my fucking like spending shit, like hating to spend, what gets me fucking going, son, is saving money, bro. Coupons, I love that shit, bro.
But
if y'all look over there, there's a whole fucking stack of coupons, bro. Like over there,
that shit
for Kroger, for fucking Subway, for Burger King. Like there's all kinds of coupons that we keep over there.
I don't know, but it's also like buy my mom like things she wouldn't normally buy herself.
Right.
Like got her a book bag, a wallet, perfume, a purse, and a bunch of other things like just like whatever she wanted. I also got her a Pandora bracelet, but I set my like siblings up for like easy stuff. I bought her Pandora bracelet, and none of them buy her charms. I'm like, charms are like $50, bro. It's okay, like
for one charm.
Like,
like a little,
literally yes.
Yeah, I bought my mom like
I know.
Like I gave her the bracelet and like 2 charms. And she wears it. Like, anytime she dresses up, she wears it. And it's stuff like that, like, makes me happy. You know what I mean? Like where she like really values it, and she always will. Yeah, my dad's harder to shop for. I think guys are hard to shop for.
Would you get him?
He doesn't really.
Cologne.
He doesn't really ask for a lot of stuff. Yeah, I
a jacket, bro.
Cologne.
Literally, you cannot
Cologne.
go
He
wrong
likes
with a
Nike
jacket, bro.
stuff a lot.
Nike?
Oh, that's easy.
There
yeah.
you go. Get him a Nike.
But
Nike.
what's also
Nike.
harder is
The
that he
shiesty, bro.
likes
Bro.
Jordans.
Oh, he
likes
he's
Jordans.
like that.
He's like that.
He's
Yeah.
like that.
I don't. I'm not a Jordans guy,
Me
but
neither,
But
bro.
like I'm like some of the Jordans he
You're
wants.
like-
I'm like, Dad, that's kind of hard to get. Like,
he
They're also
he wants the
expensive,
Travis
bro.
Scotts.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Back. Okay, so kind of touching on the topic that you were going on with the whole joint account, bro. So I guess I'll talk about this shit a little bit. I haven't really talked about this like publicly, but like, so me and my girlfriend, we have a joint bank account, and it blows people's mind whenever we say that shit because they're like, what the fuck, like, and I was always
Yeah, it blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
When you said that. I was like, what?
I was always very against it because I was like, why the fuck would I let somebody else spend my money?
Wait, hold
You
on.
know what I mean?
Is it like you have two separate accounts and then you also have a joint
Yes.
account? So
Yes.
that she has her own money, you have your own money, and then you
And then
also
we have a
have.
joint account.
Okay, so that's fine. That's
Yes,
straight.
but right now, but a majority of both of our monies is in that account.
Okay,
Like I haven't even withdrawn anything for myself.
because I feel like that joint account
Wait.
should be only for like your needs, like
Yes,
your
yes,
bills.
kind of, but yeah.
Is your money depositing
Directly
into that?
into that account, yeah.
Oh no,
No.
And
no,
hers
no,
is too.
no, no,
No.
Okay.
No, that's-
no,
don't
no,
do that.
no.
Okay,
Say
listen.
no.
I know you're gonna
Us,
say
us
that.
yelling no.
I know. Listen. So this is how
Don't do that.
this works.
Okay.
So
Explain.
yes, both people's money gets deposited into that account, but then from that account you take an allowance. So you budget everything out, and then you proportionally be like, okay, like we take the same amount, no matter if I like work more or she
Yeah,
works
yeah.
more, she makes
You
more money,
always
or I
take the
make more
same
money.
amount.
We take the same amount and shit like that. You know, we divide it evenly because like
I'd do it the other way around, brother.
the thing is, no.
Let him
and
let
then
him
let me
finish.
hold on. Yeah, let me
yeah,
finish,
go
bro.
ahead.
This is, and let me tell y'all this, and this is gonna be a hot ass take, and I don't expect anybody else to know this until you've been in this situation.
Okay.
This is the only way a relationship can work. bro.
Ooh.
No.
This is the only way. Whenever
No.
whenever you live together, and whenever you take it to the next step of like being a unit, of being one person, that's under the same roof. I think
Yeah.
under the same roof, that is the only way it will work, bro. I have been in another relationship where we lived in the same roof, right? That did not work. 50-50. Let me tell y'all now, the 50-50 motherfuckers, I used to be that guy. That does not work, bro. And let me tell you why. You all ready for this shit?
Mhm. Okay.
Let's say y'all,
Grip
for
your
this,
seats, Austin. Grip your seats.
for this specific instance, right? Let's say that y'all make the same amount of money,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Keep it nice and simple. But one of you guys spends more money than the other,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
But then y'all are expected like to pay the exact same amount
Yeah.
for rent,
Mhm.
everything, right?
Yeah.
That one person that spends more money is gonna feel more like shit. First of all, because they're like
that's
less.
their, yeah.
That's their fault, right?
That's
They're
their
less
fault, yeah.
financial. But how are you gonna tell your significant other to be more financially responsible, right? Then that causes problems
You
between
said
two.
how?
Yeah, how?
Would you stop spending money? What do you mean? Like,
Yeah,
they
then-
shouldn't be spending
Yeah,
that
and
much
then they're
money.
gonna and then
Right.
they're gonna be like, why the fuck are you telling me how to spend my money, right?
I mean, I wouldn't tell them if they fucking, if they put up their own weight. Like if they put
It's easy to say that, but people are not like that, bro. People have no self control.
Like if you-
I have two that are right next to me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I still get shit done.
No, for real.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And then, but I'm telling y'all like the real life story.
But have you
right?
tried the other way? Like how I was trying to tell you about it. How do
Wait,
it?
let him finish cooking.
Do it
Yeah.
We still setting up the
Okay.
scenario. We gotta
You can- yeah,
visualize.
you can-
Grip your
okay, so
seat.
listen.
All right, he's
Grip
got
your
to plate it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, plate it.
You end up turning out more like roommates, bro. And then the other way that also doesn't work, that works less actually, is like proportionate. So whoever makes more money pays more. But then that person starts to think in their head like, bro, I'm paying $800 to this person's $400 for rent, but we're living in the same environment. So just because I make more money, I'm getting kind of like punished and I have to pay more. Does that make sense? Then you're like, then you in your head, you're like, fuck, they're not actually pulling up their weight. Like they need to start making more money then in that case. That doesn't work out. That works out less than a 50-50. But a 50-50 does not work, bro. And it took me 4 years to figure that out, bro. I thought that would work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that would work, but it doesn't work. So that's why I said, okay, now let's reel it back.
Okay. Oh,
That's why.
fish it, Austin. Fish it.
So I had always like looked at like financial like free people and shit like that, like on YouTube, fucking like TikTok and shit like that.
These financial thinkers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Most of them are like fake fucking financial like gurus
yeah.
and shit like that. But there's some people that genuinely live like what they preach and shit like that, right? And then they introduce that idea like you come together as a unit. If you're a unit, right? You live in the same environment, right? You have to pay the same things. Like everything is the same. If you're actually a unit, then everything should be a unit, including your finances, your income and shit like that. What is the number one thing that people fight over in relationships or break up about or get divorced about? Do y'all know?
Money.
Finances. Literally finances.
That was such a hard guess.
It's finances, bro. Like it's tough, bro. It's such a like I said, it's a stressful thing. It's a stressful topic and shit like that. Whenever money's low, that's when problems start to arise.
It's a certain amount of stuff you can control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not really, it's almost like a variable. Like, oh, you get sick and you couldn't work like 2 days out of the week. Now your fucking checks looks all weird. And you're like, oh my fucking God. Like, I gotta pull some weight.
Yeah, so like they say, for this instance, right? You live together with your girlfriend, boom. She ends up getting sick and she can't work and then she has no pay days, right? You're going to have to pick up.
That doesn't bother me.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if that keeps
you
like,
forgot she got it. Like,
no, that's cool. That's cool.
It's
like
a big dig. You forgot about that.
But if your money's kind of light, you know what I'm saying? Like it kind of presents a problem, you know what I'm saying? And also, and I realized this quickly, whenever both of your incomes come to one account, you can see that, in your head that the other person also sees that account. So your spending habits, like they're not like they used to be, bro. Like I completely stopped spending anything just because I knew like this is not just my money that's in here, it's another person's money. So I stopped spending completely because I'm like, not only because you feel bad, but also like like, okay, I gotta get my shit together and shit like that. She can't see that I'm out here buying McDonald's every fucking night at 3 a.m.
So
you know what I'm saying?
What's that joint account for? Is that for like your needs?
Okay, so yeah, that okay.
Bills.
No, it's actually
not.
It's for
okay.
It is like for a future, but like,
savings. Is that what that is?
No. So, like I said, once you become a unit, everything is yours. Not just income. Like income, your debt, your responsibilities, everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
that's tough. Okay.
Her debt becomes my debt. My debt becomes her debt. Like anything.
Okay.
Her car payment becomes my car payment. My car payment becomes her car payment.
Okay.
And it sounds insane until you
live
it, bro. Like I always thought that this was insane, but that's how it works. If you guys plan to live in a house later, right, to buy a house and shit like that, I mean, I don't know if y'all know this, you have to have all your debts paid off. You have to have a certain amount of money in that bank account. You have to have a certain amount saved to pay for this and that. It's just a whole lot of things, and all that starts to like okay, so this is what it is, right? I'll tell you exactly how we're doing it. All our money goes into that account, right?
Yep.
We budget it so that more money is being like stored in that account than anything. That account is a checkings account and a savings account all in one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that account is constantly building and shit like that, and eventually that will have enough money so we can save for like a down payment. It's very hard to save for a fucking lump sum of that amount, bro. A nice 20 racks, bro. Like that's super hard to save. You know what I'm saying? But once you become financially responsible alongside with your significant other, that becomes easy. Now this is where it's hard, right? Finding a partner that's willing to do that, that's also financially responsible as you are. That's why a lot of people are so opposed to that. That's why you guys have the reactions that you have. Like, what the fuck? Like, this person's going to be spending that? Like, no. That's why it's hard to believe that. That's why I never was with it. Because I'm like, bro, now that my significant other is going to have twice the checks to spend. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to just spend their money. They're going to spend my money. But that's because your significant other is not financially responsible. And that's a problem. That's a problem that you have to fix before y'all even go into that
Right,
situation.
So you're like,
I knew she was finna.
But
Like,
it's because like you're building. It works for your situation because
Yes.
you guys are technically building for
yes,
something.
yes,
Right.
that's the
I was
only
gonna
way.
say
to-
that.
That's the
Yes.
foundation.
Yes,
and
it is.
not
Yes.
everybody, I guess, is like building for
No.
something yet.
Yeah,
Right.
if you're not building for nothing, then you don't have to do this at
But
all.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
still
saying.
I'm with Austin on
I was gonna say like you're like in the marriage type, like in a marriage
Yeah.
phase, like where like you okay, this is my person.
yeah,
Yeah, but
we're
even
like
then,
one in
so
the
if
same. We're like
you're-
this.
if
We're
you're-
like this.
Yeah.
If you're moving in with somebody, where are you at then? Are you not planning to like be with that person?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Or
but like
yeah, that's what
some
I'm
of
saying.
us are like, well, like not me, but like I'm just saying, like maybe you, like you're not. I don't know if I'm not assuming. I'm gonna assume you're not ready for marriage.
No.
So you're not. So like
We're
so
both
sh-
scared of commitment.
Right.
So like I do it my way.
Yeah,
For like that stage,
that's what I'm saying.
right?
Like,
So,
we
like-
each put in for the amount of that the bills are going to be,
Right.
and if we want to agree on setting like an amount aside for savings, we can always do that. But
So
I
let
think,
me ask you something. If they make different money than you, say she makes less money than you,
yeah,
are you gonna obligate her to put up the same amount of money as you, or 50-50?
no, because I operate on equity, not equality.
So
equity-
proportionate then.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so basically,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
she needs help, and I know I like have enough to support, I will like spend that because like she'll do things for me that like sometimes I can't. Like she'll
Okay.
cook for me, she'll do laundry for me, she'll probably do something for me because I'm working extra, and things like that. So it works out in different ways where it's not that she's lacking in something. She's doing the best she can,
Yeah, yeah.
especially with
Yeah,
how
yeah.
shitty everything is right now.
For sure.
Um.
So what you saying that is basically what this is, except it's all from one bank account. Like if you're helping her pay that, like yeah, like think about it like us. Like I am helping her pay this, but she's also helping me, and we just have money left over at the end of the month once everything's already paid off. You know what I'm saying? It just happens to all be in one bank account. Does that make
I
sense?
just like the whole one bank account thing is just like if like something like arises and stuff like that, like an emergency or things like that. I'd
You just
rather
take from that account.
I'd rather it just come straight from mine than telling like her be like, yo, like I need to take out like when I got sick, I had to pay $800
Right.
to like pay for like because I got checked up and all that, and I didn't have insurance at the time.
Yeah.
Like that was like fuck. That was like
And that's
so-
where you take from that account.
nah, that I
Nah.
can't. No.
But why,
No,
what's
nothing.
wrong with that though? I don't
Uh,
understand. Where y'all coming from with
It's
that?
Cause-
No, because if someone were to tell me that, I'd be like, I'd be like, okay, yeah, but then I'd be like, oh fuck, like,
Do you not give a fuck about your significant
nah, but
other?
it's a
That's
lot
insane.
of money though, 800, like, well, you know, to some it's not, but I'd be like, it's like a little hit that I just took, but it's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay, I'll recover.
I think
but
you, yeah.
I'd rather
I
not
think
take
you,
that.
you
hit.
just don't know that because like you haven't lived with somebody. And,
sure,
like,
I
because
guess
like
that's
uh,
fair.
no, like I think that's genuine what it is because like I think once you,
I'd just rather have my own money, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Uh-huh.
I just for
Cause
me,
like, oh sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead. No.
Well, for me, like I see my parents have like a joint account. Not to say like my dad's like really mean, but like my dad will supervise like how much money my mom takes out, what she using it for, why this, why that, and he'll do the same thing. It hurts him to spend money on certain ways,
Yeah.
like, oh, why are you going out to do this? Why are you going out? You could have just ate at home, or this and this and that, and it's just kind of like I don't want to live within the restrictions of someone else.
That's where the allowance comes into play, and that's why you that allowance is to save you from yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like that's why it
Like,
limits you with the
spending.
amount of spending that you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do. So you don't spend it all. You know what I'm saying? That you have a certain amount that you get to spend. It's for your own good. You know what I'm saying? That's why that works.
God forbid anything were to go south, knock on wood, where is it?
Right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
God forbid anything were to go south. So are you splitting that money 50-50?
Like,
That what's
do you-
in that account.
do you know
Yeah,
how
sure.
much is yours is in there?
No,
So God forbid, like I said, I knocked
I'm
on
sure
wood.
you can find that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
knocked
sure.
on wood and all that. Like if it were to go south, are you splitting money in that account 50-50?
Yeah, sure.
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 Yeah, because everything
Okay.
that like we've done, every effort that we put in, like everything we do around the house, everything
Okay.
has always been like effort wise 50-50. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like we don't have like for us we don't have certain like roles. That was another thing. Apart from money, a lot of people like to 50-50 roles whenever you live together. So like you set certain things like okay, every single day from now on, I'm going to cook and you're going to wash dishes. And then while I'm putting the laundry, you're going to fold them and shit like that. Now, in theory, that kind of works, right? Because you're like, okay, everybody has their role. Once you get your role done, as long as they hold up their part, you're good, right? Mm-hmm. What happens when you get your shit done, they have a stressful day at work, but just because that's their role, you're chilling on the couch going through fucking TikTok while they're over there having to hurry up and fold clothes and all like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, it'd be easy for you to say like, oh, that's all good. No, I don't mind helping them. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But for me, and it's because I've seen this already. I've lived this life already. Once that keeps happening over and over again, then you start to kind of realize like, okay, this isn't really 50-50. You know what I'm saying? There's like the effort really isn't there. So how we live it is like, yo, first person to get home, you start doing this. Oh, I see that there's something left to be done. I'm going to go hop on that. You just keep boom, 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 and everything flows just smoothly. Everything just, there's no problems. I live everything that I do to avoid problems. I live a nice, simple life. Like, it seems kind of complex in that, like, it's very structured and everything like that. But I prefer a nice structure and fixed variable life than to live it like just day by day and be like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why this works for me. And this has I genuinely feel like we have financial freedom. Like, we don't have to like worry about no bills. We don't ever have to worry about like looking at the check. Can we afford this? Like, we don't ever have to do that ever again. Like, I haven't, like, since we've done that, it's been like
we
nothing
made
but
it
good.
out.
For real. So I mean, I can be like single-handedly the person that like I am living proof. Like, it actually works.
Right.
And it like, it's not for everybody. Like, just because I'm saying it works, I'm not saying that you should do it. But I'm saying like that's my genuine opinion, that I could never go back and do what I did back then and live a 50-50 life. I could never live a proportionate life. I cannot live definitely will never do. This is one thing I told her before this. I would never be like live a traditional life. Like, the man is the head of the household and it makes the income. First of all, that cannot happen nowadays.
No, it can't.
The economy is fucked. Like,
oh my god, dude. So my mom, my sister's man right now, was saying, you know, some circumstances happen. He's like, he was just like, yeah, like I'm looking forward to her like cooking traditional meals, cleaning, doing all this stuff, you know, like the typical housewife stuff. And my mom looked at him. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, and nowadays, like, she's gonna have to work too. Like, you're not gonna, like, those traditional meals take like 3+ hours, and like, we're not doing that after she gets out of work. Like, in this economy, like, 2 people have to work, or else it's just not gonna work out unless you make fucking great money. And even that, like, bro, like making like 100,000 nowadays is literally like just an average income. Like, it doesn't do shit now. Yeah, and so my mom was telling him, she's like, what you're looking for is like a woman like from the ranch. She's like, and that was, if you want that, you need to go back to Mexico, because it's not gonna work out here. And I feel like some of those guys with like that very traditional mindset is like, you're just looking for like a girl from the homeland. That's about it. You're a maid, like a maid, basically. Yeah, and it's just like, you're not gonna find that here. It's very rare, and they get upset when they can't find that here. They're like, these girls are just like are so high maintenance now and things like that. And it's like, yeah, we live near the city. They're all like that. And the girls who are like that nowadays, like, they require a lot from a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and they want like the man to be the sole provider. You have to work hella hours to make ends meet and shit. That man and the guy deflated. Is like, wait, why do I have to work all these hours and I only come home to a fucking hot meal? And she don't even want to have sex. And I was like, you know, but like, yeah, it's just like the standards is just kind of like, you're looking for something that's not here, and you can't be surprised about that. For real. And the guy who got like slick like upset, he was just kind of like, well, like, what do you mean? It was just kind of like, yeah, dude, like, you can't expect her to make like tortillas de mano after coming out from a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Maybe someone can. That's really hard to find. Yeah, I think the overall overarching thing to take away from this is like, I think you just have to live through different situations in life and just have to figure out what's best for you and shit like that. Because like I said, my situation might not work for other people's situation, right? Because one partner might be not financially responsible enough, or like
you know, one person, I don't know, for whatever reason and shit like that, you know, like it is what it is, you know. So,
Yeah, I kind of like your plan. Except I wouldn't do that, like, you know.
You have to be ready for marriage.
If you like break up, right, I wouldn't take that 50-50. I'd
But see,
take
that-
what
that-
I fucking made.
that works too,
Give
and
my
I think that's
fucking money.
pretty fair and shit
Right.
like that. But then
So-
I think people want to throw out that situation, right?
Yeah.
Why? But like when you're in a relationship, why would you wouldn't really think about that?
No,
You shouldn't really think
You
about
shouldn't.
that.
Yeah.
If you are thinking about that, then you have a bigger problem. Then you shouldn't even be doing that in the first place. Because if you think like that'll genuinely happen, that y'all will break up. Obviously, and this is what I talk about with Jackie. There's a thing called probability, and there's a thing called possibility. Anything is a possibility. Us breaking up is a possibility. You and Jenny breaking up is a possibility. You being gay is a possibility.
Let's go.
You know what I'm
finding
saying?
somebody.
You finding somebody is
It's
a possibility.
yeah.
Now, the probability of those are slim.
Slim.
Come on, Austin.
He just
Pride
caught
Month's
I was
around
like,
the
hold
corner.
on.
Slim.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's like the Doctor Strange shit. You know, when he goes through like
Yeah.
the fucking thing,
Yeah.
everything is a possibility. Now,
Yeah.
to what percentage that will probably happen? Probably slim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it
So-
still happened.
But it can still happen. You know what I'm saying? But if the possibility is super slim, I feel like you shouldn't have anything to like
Yeah.
dwell on that. Why dwell on the smallest fucking percentages like that? I think for smallest percentages, situation, you deal with that whenever it happens. You know what I'm saying? So if we were to break up, we deal with that. And I know that like my partner is a responsible and then like mentally mature enough person to like we can come to a
Yeah.
fucking compromise, like not compromise,
Agreement.
Agreement.
like
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know. in a
Oh,
good
which one call
fashion.
it? I think you mentioned the bank account thing before, and Jenny
Yeah.
like literally looked at me and she's like, if we're having a joint bank account, she's like, it'll be for bills only. She's like,
That could work too.
and she's
Yeah.
like, well, cause she looked at me, she's like, we're not sure no fucking account. I'm like, all right, don't get mad at me. I was just like,
Yeah, I always like to
Mhm.
ask people because I've only said this in front of like a handful of people, but now I guess the internet and shit like that. And I want to know like if you guys like have any criticism or like put that in the comment section below because I really genuinely want to know. Whenever people like have that kind of reaction, like what the fuck, I genuinely always ask them like why do you have that reaction? Because I know what I felt like when people like brought that kind of thing. I was like fuck no, but it's because I had a partner that like I saw their spending habits. So I kind of applied that partner to like
Right.
that scenario, and I was like, "Fuck no, that would not work, bro. They're about to spend all their money and my money. We're not gonna have. Now we're both not gonna have enough money for bills. Now we're both not gonna. You know, you're constantly thinking that the other person's gonna drag you down with them, or you don't like the fact that you have to check in to like say,
Yeah.
oh, I'm about to buy this.
Right.
But that's where the allowance is. The allowance is single-handedly the most important part of that plan.
you look at your partner and be like, can I get a raise?
Yeah, because it single-handedly saves you from yourself, and it saves you guys from drowning each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is, bro.
That's a good benefit.
It's such a
Probably
fucking
the only
grown man
benefit,
ass
but-
shit, bro.
I don't know. It's just money is also just like one of those topics where it's like hard
It's
to talk
tough.
about
It's
with,
very
with
tough,
some
bro.
people
Yeah.
or
It's
like
very
with
tough.
anybody in general.
But you have to, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you're in a relationship, I think you can decide to what extent you want to talk about it with your significant other. You know what I'm saying? It
I feel
depends
like
what
if
kind
you
of point
hide
you
it, it's a little weird though.
Yeah.
If you're
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't want you looking at anything. Like, well, what you doing? You know, like type deal.
Maybe you could probably also be like not insecure, but like if
Not
you don't,
proud of my spending.
No, I'm saying like maybe you don't make enough as your significant other. You don't really want to like come off like I don't know. You don't want to seem lesser than them or something like that,
Yeah.
cause for whatever reason I don't know.
You already
Money
saw
is a
each other's
fucking-
booty hole. You might as well just look at each other's bank account, bro. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I always saw like my parents. I think
Booty holes?
Bruh.
I was like, whoa, hold on.
My parents struggling financially and shit like that. But like I said, it's because of spending habits, poor financial decisions and shit like that. I knew that I didn't want to go down that route. I didn't know
Same.
what it was. I don't know what the plan was to not go down that route. But I
My
know that I
parents
didn't wanna do
wasn't spending habits. What I saw is like one person control it and the other person can't really do much.
that. Yeah, no.
That's what I saw, and I'm just like, you know what? No,
Right.
like
Yeah, you both have to manage that shit.
yeah, especially because if it's one sided, like it's just bad. Well, I don't know. It's just like communication is just the main point and stuff like that.
Right.
Austin, would you be comfortable people looking at your bank account?
Not right now.
Come
No.
on, can I see the last,
Right now,
No,
at the
please.
moment, bro.
can I
Don't
see
get
the
it right
last
now.
4 digits of your card?
No. No, I wouldn't. No, I mean, right now I wouldn't.
No?
Nope. That's for me, for my eyes only.
For my eyes
Yeah.
only.
You know, one bad spending habit I've seen
Mm.
is people having kids when they don't have the financial.
That's true.
Like, why are you popping kids out if you're not financially ready?
The people from the motherland, bro.
Yeah,
Tell
they
them
just,
that.
I don't know what is up
They
with
have like
them.
7 kids in the ranch, bro.
And they're like
Hell
not
yeah.
set up, you know? And it's just,
Oh, me and my coworker argued about that. 'Cause he's younger than me.
Mhm.
At the time he was 20 and I was 22. 22 or 23, somewhere around there. And he was having a kid, and he was just like, "Yeah, it's great to have your kids young and whatnot, because you get
Right.
you get to grow
that
with
is
them."
true. Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from. And then I was like, but on one hand, like, I seen him, like, he would blow, like, half of his check on a body kit for his car. Or he would blow, like, half of his check to get, like, some other tattoos. Because he was tatted
Damn.
up for a 20-year-old and
Bad
stuff like
financial
that.
decisions.
And I was just like, like, to each their own. But I was just like, in this economy when formula is, like, $30, I was like, and then babies eat like crazy. Diapers are, like, fucking $30. Like, hell no. And I was telling him, I was just like, I don't know, dude. Like, a kid's, like, for life. Like, not at 18 you're like, oh, thank God they're gone. No, that your kid could probably be like 30 and be like, Mom, like, I ran into this issue. You gotta be there. And
well, based off what I've like, so I had that kind of same thought too, but like based off the people that I've talked to, it's actually not that crazy as people would like to think. If it's a 2-parent household,
yeah.
if it's a single parent household, it's fucking like tough, bro,
Right.
because of time. Because like you need somebody to take care of the kid to go make money. But if it's like a 2-parent, well, one person's taking care of the kid, the other person making money, like back and forth. So that kind of works out. Like, you know, I've talked to people who like that are in a good relationship, and they said like it's fine. It's not as crazy as it sounds. Like you don't really spend a fucking ridiculous amount, and you get a good tax break, son. I don't know if y'all know that.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all fucking know that, bro. That return,
that tax
Johnny's-
break
that
ain't
re-
gonna convince me
Johnny's-
for some
that
big crying
return
at 2
on
in
that
the morning.
fucking kid, the Donnie,
Johnny's sister has like 5-6 kids.
she's
She be getting
bang,
banged, dude.
I
on
know.
those
That tax
taxes.
break ain't gonna convince me
Yeah.
at that crying
Bruh.
at 4 in the morning.
She be
No,
getting
ma'am.
banged,
That
I
Bruh.
shit smeared on
I
your
never,
fucking chest.
I never
no.
knew, bro.
I
Not
know.
only do you get more money like out of your check, like they take out less money in your like weekly.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh, they do?
they give you more back, bro. A ridiculous amount back, bro. And I'm not. That's not to like convince y'all, but I'm saying like that.
Start
that
having kids.
if
Nah,
you and
no.
then if you like use that great lump sum that they give you, you can stretch it out to like help you
True.
out. So like
Into
it's
the
not- I
next-
don't think
into the
it's-
next year's tax.
I don't think it's hard as people think. I think it's more so mentally hard on like people.
I think it's everything
Oh,
in
yeah.
general, though.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
like,
I'm not saying it's
accumulate-
easy by any.
No, yeah, because we were arguing. Because me and that guy, because he was just like, no, you need to have kids young. I was like, no, fuck you. I was like, you're fucking
Yeah,
delusional.
fuck them kids.
No,
I'm just
no,
like-
like him being delusional, because he's like, yeah, she's going to take care of it. She's going to do
Oh.
everything. Like,
What?
dead ass, like, her on everything.
That's
And then I
fucking
asked him where he's from. And he was from, like South Gwinnett or something. I was like,
Oh.
figures. And then I was like,
South.
insane. Would y'all ever have a kid? Have y'all ever talked about that?
we
Like theoretical, like obviously no plans.
We've
that can't
talked
happen.
about it. It has to be way further in the future, dude. Earlier,
but like
earlier
if
this
y'all be like
That's not how
Down.
biology works.
this motherfucker wild.
Oh my god, we gotta
I'm
get
not
the
a
turkey
seahorse.
baster. No, we talked about it earlier, but I was like, ain't no
Damn.
fucking way I'm ready, because
Okay,
I think the way I'm not ready is mentally
Right,
and
yeah.
emotionally. I am 100% not ready, because literally earlier this week I fell asleep on my floor and woke up at 2 a.m. and forgot to eat. Imagine having a kid, dude. Like, I would be horrible at
shit.
this shit.
Fuck, I haven't fed him.
Oh fuck, the kid.
Yeah.
He's over there screaming. Like, I can go a day without eating, but when you think about, like, you factor in a kid or something, like, you can't do that. You can't just forget about your problems or push it off to the side. No, that problem is not that the kid's a problem, but their needs and wants are literally first over everything.
First.
For sure.
And mentally, like, I can't deal with that at the moment.
For sure.
Just because, like, I'm the youngest. I've never dealt with it. I've never took care of someone. And then the way I was raised, not that it was bad, But I'm like, shit, like, things stick with kids forever. No, whether you like it or not. Like, you probably each of us can recall something so mean our parents said when we were younger.
Right, yeah.
And it just sticks with us to this day and messes with us. And I would like to be there for my kid when I don't get irritated fast, when I don't blow up easily, when I can take things and, like, in stride. And because I don't understand, like, not that I don't understand it, I wouldn't know how to approach, like punishing your kids. Like,
Right.
Obviously you don't want to beat them, and that's what everybody resorts to, like, take it off your belt, like, shut the fuck up,
I fuck you
That's-
shit.
and things
I'll
like
be
that.
Austin, bro.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Go to the bathroom.
Nah, it's cool. We'll end it here actually, because the fucking cameras are about to die. So
Okay.
yeah, fuck it. It's been another N85 podcast. Thank you guys for listening again. Catch us next week. Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, 5-star. Please subscribe to the channel, bro.
Yes,
Please, we're on the road to
share.
1,000
Thank you.
subscribers, and we're out. Boom.